Now, you know, some people, I've heard it all. Get a COVID vaccine shot, get free weed. Let's talk about this. Hey, welcome to another episode of The Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. Before we get into this segment, by the end of this video, I want you to do a few things for me. First of all, if you like the video, hit the like button. Please do. If you don't like it, hit unlike. It's okay. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Sometimes, as Jimmy Dore would say, you find yourself unsubscribed and you need to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell right next to it so you can be notified when a new video is being dropped. Whoop, there it is. And more importantly, the super chat will be on for this segment. So if you want to donate toward the efforts of Bob TV, that's freely up to you. Any amount will help toward the growth of this channel. My name is Robert Brown with The Rob Report. Let's get into it. That's right, guys. That's right. You saw that correct. In the efforts to try to get you to take the vaccine, they're willing to go straight drugs to you. They're willing to give you weed. They're willing to give you some weed in exchange for some drugs. Well, let's get into it, man. When I saw this, I had to laugh. I literally had to laugh because they'll do anything. If it ain't gonna be weed, free weed, it's gonna be, look, free lap dances at the strip club. If it ain't gonna be the free lap dances on the strip clubs, it's probably gonna be free car washes. They're gonna do whatever they can to stick that freaking needle in your arm. Let's talk about this. Oh boy, I tell you, folks, I tell you. All right, let's get into this. All right. Pot for shots. This is according to Spectrum News, Bay Area News. I'm thinking probably in San Francisco, I don't know, Washington, D.C. Marijuana advocates in Washington, D.C. are planning to thank people who received the coronavirus vaccine by giving them a free bag of weed. Yep, folks, you heard it here. You heard it here. A free bag of weed if you take the COVID shot. I'm telling you, these people do whatever they can to stick you with that needle in the arm. And look, I got a question. From the times of history, you only needed one shot for a vaccine. Why all of a sudden you get two? You have to get 2, 3, 4, depending on how old you are and what sickness you're in. We may have to give you 3 shots. We may have to give you 300 shots. Y'all buying this crap? Are you guys buying this? And they're going out in an all-out effort to get this vaccine in your arms. Next week they're gonna have strippers for COVID. We're gonna give you a lap dance. Make sure you don't wear white pants. Let's get into this, man. This is wild. This is actually wow, man. This is actually wow. Let me make sure my sound is up. You know, sometimes my sound don't be working right. But I think I'm doing good. All right, so basically it says this. DC Marijuana Justice. DC Marijuana Justice, which is a group, plans to give free bags of weed out at vaccination centers to thank people who got inoculated. The group is called the Initiative Joints for Jabs. DMCJ co-founder Adam Eidinger says home growers have already pledged 3 pounds of marijuana for the giveaway. The group hopes to have 5 pounds in all to hand out. Calling the initiative Joints for Jabs. Joints for Jabs. Let me tell you something. If you come in my face with that vaccine, I'm going to jab you right in the joint. The lower extremities. The group, which was a driving force behind legalizing pot in Washington in 2015, said home growers still distribute free baggies of cannabis outside yet to be named vaccination centers as soon as the general public can be inoculated. The group said it also hopes to highlight what it believes are needed reforms in marijuana laws, including legalizing it on the federal level. We're looking for ways to safely celebrate the end of the pandemic and we know nothing brings people together like cannabis. That's what the co-founder Nicholas Schiller said in a news release. DCMG believes that cannabis should be consumed safely and responsibly, and the pandemic has made this incredibly difficult for many adults to share their homegrown cannabis. When enough adults are inoculated with the coronavirus vaccine, it will be time to celebrate. Yeah, party on, party on. You know, put out the salsa music. I'm in the Bronx. Throw out the salsa music. Y'all know what I'm talking about in the Bronx. Y'all play that salsa music from sun up to sundown. Be 9 o'clock going to work. Not just the end of the pandemic, but the beginning of the end of the cannabis prohibition in the United States. DCMJ noted that in order for people to safely share a joint, they each must be vaccinated. Let me tell you something. When I smoke weed, I really don't want to share. But if I got my boys, we going to puff and pass. But most people love it when they're all alone in their home with some nice good jazz or whatever. You know, some lo-fi music, whatever. And you just smoke some weed all by yourself. Adam Andinger, another co-founder of the group, told the website Dias that home growers have already pledged 3 pounds of marijuana for the giveaway. DCMJ hopes to have 5 pounds in all to hand out. The group distributed more than 10,000 joints at President Donald Trump's inauguration in 2017. So at Donald Trump inauguration, marijuana advocates was passing out 10,000 joints. Imagine that, 10,000 joints being passed out at Trump's inauguration. Now I want to know, did y'all pass out some joints at Biden's inauguration? The 10,000 joints at President Donald Trump's inauguration in 2017, but could not do something similar for Joe Biden because of the coronavirus concerns. So obviously they couldn't. Edinger said DCMJ learned a lesson at Trump's inauguration and is now shifting to give out loose marijuana rather than pre-rolled joints because people tend to light up on sight, violating city law. Guys, I'll tell you, that's going to be a quick story, man. Man, they'll do anything now. Most of the people, now look, all colors smoke weed, but I ain't going to front. Black people smoke weed, boy. Maybe second in line Latinos. Yeah, you know, usually the white Caucasian persuasion, they do a little more, you know, other drugs. But we smoke weed, we eat weed and brownies and candy and all that kind of stuff. In New York, you go downtown, you go to Times Square, you'll see the cannabis trucks going up and down Times Square, like 15 cannabis trucks where they sell everything from edibles all the way to, I ain't gonna say it. We've actually opened up our first commercial store called Weed World over here in Manhattan. But the bottom line is, they know. Let's get serious for a while, because even though when I saw this, I laughed my butt out. Joints for jabs? So you tell me if I get it, you gonna give me a joint? Folks, let me get serious for a second. I know a lot of you people love to smoke weed, and that's fine. I don't smoke weed. Okay, I don't. All right, I used to, but I don't. Now, I put some on my joints, you know, the medical kind, but I don't internally put it in my system. I'm good. I don't need no weed. But they know what they're doing. Majority of weed smokers are blacks. Not saying white people don't smoke it, but we smoke. Y'all got harder drugs that y'all do. We like to mellow out drugs. So we smoke weed. So they know in order to get black people to participate in this, because we have high doubts. We have huge doubts. People are going to ask me, am I anti-vaxxer? Is your mama anti-vaxxer? No, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm anti this vaccine. This was too quick, too fast. My mama say when you wash the dishes too fast, they still dirty. And we're coming to find out this vaccine is still freaking dirty. People are dropping dead. You know, they're covering up stuff. I mean, I know Hank Aaron and I know Larry King was old, man, but once they took the virus, they died, right? Come on, guys. I'm nobody's no fool. I'm good. See, I had COVID in March and I took something and it helped me get rid of it. So I'll go back to the drawing board. Well, I'm going to go to something else. Wonder if it work when I know this works. Knocked it out. Knocked out my pneumonia in less than 18 hours. 8 to 8 hours. I think once I fell asleep or woke up, my lungs was open. Knocked me out. Knocked it out. The symptoms gone. In 24 hours after I took this stuff, and then next thing you know, I'm COVID free. So if I get that situation, I'm gonna stick with my regiment. This thing could have been managed a long time ago, and I blame the federal government. I blame the right and the left, and all of them should go to trial for hiding alternative medicines, telling people about alternative medicine. You ain't got to prove it, but you at least tell them that there's alternative medicines out there, alternative supplements and treatments and vitamins that can help you fight COVID. No, they wanted to drive you to a vaccine. Now they're on the campaign. They get 100 million, as Joe Biden said, stuck in the arm. I got mines. You should get yours. Bro, I don't know what they put in your arm. Y'all sat there in that chair. I don't know what they freaking put in your arm. You telling me they put in my arm? No, I'm good. I can't even say it. Tuskegee Institute. How they did us there, how they did us in the military with the inoculations, pretty much making us sterile. You don't know what they're putting in those chemicals. You don't know what's the mechanism. Even if they tell you, you need to look up each element. And some of y'all sit there and say, oh, we're fine. I took it, I'm fine. I took it, my friend's fine. You may be fine for now, but that don't mean you're going to be fine next week. Don't mean you're going to be fine in 6 years. Don't mean you're going to be fine in 1 month. I told my lady friend, I'm like, look, hey, if the coronavirus, if you wake up one morning and you had one butt before you went to sleep, now you got two butts. Thank God for Corona. No, I'm just kidding. The vaccine. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not me. You do whatever you want, but not me. I'm not that guy. I'm not taking a vaccine. These people do whatever they can to get you to go get that virus, black people. And people in general, they're doing whatever they can to stick you in the arm with that vaccine, whatever kind of vaccine. And they're going to have a government push, and they may even threaten your job. They may even say it's mandatory if you're going to work here. And they're going to pass laws to make it that way, and you need to fight them tooth and toenail. You need to call your congressman and say, look, you trying to force me to take a vaccine will cause me to force you out your seat. This is my body. I have the freedom to put whatever I want. You sitting there talking about it's a woman's right. It's a human right. If I don't want to take no freaking vaccine, I don't have to take it. And you shouldn't have to threaten my job or threaten my livelihood. But yeah, they trying to do whatever they can to get a certain demographic out there to get their shots for some, joints for jam. I got 2 shots. Can you give me 2 bags of weed? Free weed? Free weed. You're going to have all the crackhead, the dope heads, everybody over there, and they know it, and they're banking on it. And I know there's some activist organization, but I guarantee you, man, they will, the federal government, the CDC and all that probably applauding these people. Yeah, that's right. Give them some free weed once they take the vaccine, but don't give it to them before. Give it to them after. And let me tell you something, folks. Better stock that weed up because you might need it. What are they going to do now? They're going to go to lap dances for shots? Like I said earlier, you better don't wear white pants. I went to a strip club with white pants, and my pants was brown. Ew. I'm ready to go home. No, I'm not giving you no tip. You just on my pants. Let me stop. I'm Rob Brown with the Rob Report. I'll holler at you later. Peace.